Have you ever just stopped, looked around at everything, and wondered what the fundamental nature of it all really is? Today, we're diving into a really radical idea, one that challenges our most basic assumption about reality, the idea of creation itself. What if nothing you see was ever actually made? Let's get into it. You know, at the very core of this entire exploration is this single, incredibly powerful idea from ancient wisdom. There is only one truth, without a second. And we're going to see how three pretty distinct philosophical paths, Advaita Vedanta, the direct teachings of the sage Ashtavakra, and the really mind-bending concept of Ajatarada, all somehow lead us right back to this one singular reality. So our first stop on this journey is Advaita Vedanta. You can think of this as the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about today. It's the school of thought that first really introduces this idea that underneath all the amazing diversity and complexity we see, there's just a single, unified reality. Okay, this one sentence just beautifully captures the whole essence of Advaita. It kicks off with, Brahman is the only reality. Just think of Brahman as the ultimate unchanging consciousness. It's like the screen on which everything appears. Then, the world is an illusion. Now, this doesn't mean the world isn't physically here, but that its reality is temporary and dependent, kind of like a movie playing on that screen. But here's the most incredible parts. The individual self is Brahman. It means you aren't just a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a single drop. So you might be wondering, if there's only one reality, how does it show up as this vast, complex world? Well, the figures of Vishnu and Shiva give us a really powerful metaphor for this. They aren't separate gods, but more like two functions of that one consciousness. Vishnu's job is to sustain the play of the universe, what's called Maya, or the illusion of separateness. And Shiva's job is to dissolve that illusion, revealing the unified reality that was always there. It's like a cosmic dance of appearing and disappearing, and it's all happening within that one consciousness. All right, so if Advaita laid the foundation, our next step with the sage Ashtavakra is like taking a direct elevator straight to the penthouse. His approach is so radical and so immediate, it challenges the very idea of needing a spiritual path at all. And this is where Ashtavakra really turns everything on its head. He says, forget the rituals, forget the practices, forget the long years of effort. And why? Because you don't need to achieve freedom. His radical point is that you were never bound in the first place. The problem isn't your bondage, it's your belief in it. And this quote from the Ashtavakra Gita, this is the master key. It's saying your freedom or your bondage isn't an objective fact, it's a belief. If you see yourself as limited and bound, well, that's the reality you're going to experience. But if you can simply shift your identification to the free, aware consciousness that you already are, then that's it. You're free. It's not something you earn in the future. It's a recognition right here, right now. And now we've arrived. We're at the final summit of this philosophy, a concept called Ajattavada. This is where things get truly, truly mind-bending. It takes everything we've just discussed and pushes it to its ultimate conclusion. Not only is the world an illusion, it was never even created in the first place. The core idea of Ajattavada, which we get mainly from the sage Gaudapadacharya, is just breathtakingly simple. The universe never happened. That's it. The one reality, Brahman, is all there is, and it has never changed or created anything out of itself. Everything we experience is just an appearance within that unchanging reality. Okay, so how can we even begin to wrap our heads around this? The classic analogy, and it's a perfect one, is the dream. Think about it. When you're dreaming, that world feels totally and completely real. But when you wake up, you don't sit there wondering where the dream world went, right? You instantly realize it never had any independent existence. Well, Ajattavada suggests that from the perspective of ultimate reality, our entire waking world is exactly like that dream. And this isn't some brand new idea. It's echoed right there in the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, the unreal has no existence, the real never ceases to be. In this philosophy, unreal just means anything that changes, our bodies, our thoughts, the entire world. The only thing considered real is the unchanging consciousness that witnesses it all. And if only the real truly exists, then the world of change, well, it was never truly created at all. Okay, so if the world was never created, what does that mean for us? This is where we pivot. This final section turns our focus away from the nature of the world, the seen, and turns it inward to the one who is experiencing it all, the seer, which is consciousness itself. Just think about this for a second. It's a simple question. Can the eye see itself? Of course not. It's the instrument of seeing. Well, this philosophy suggests that consciousness is exactly the same. It's the thing that knows every sight, every sound, every thought, but it can never be seen or known as an object because it is the ultimate subject, the very space in which everything is known. And this leads to such a beautiful paradox. The moment you begin searching for consciousness or God or whatever you want to call it as something outside of yourself, you've already missed the point. The search itself is what creates that feeling of separation. The profound truth is this: the one asking the question is the answer. The seeker is what's being sought. You are what you're looking for. So after all of this, we're left realizing that we might have been asking the wrong question all along. So many of us start by asking, who made the world? But this entire line of thought suggests that question is built on a faulty foundation. The real question isn't about the origin of the world. The only question that truly matters is this one: to whom does this world appear? And when you shift your focus from the movie of your life to the screen it's playing on, that silent, aware consciousness that is you, all the questions about who the creator is, they just dissolve.